This is another video from Easy Electric series, and today we are going to learn how we could have or make a scratch in Fusion 360. So let's to actually start to make a simple scratch. So as you could see, we comes here, we click on these eyes icon that able to see the origin. So as usual, you go home, as you can see here, there is actually three axes. The red is the X, the Z is blue, and the Y is green. So I want to have the scratch in XY plate. So I click on this plate here, right click and say create the sketch. So now I'm in the Y X access and I could have my two-dimensional sketch here. So before we start draw anything, so there is actually an important term in Fusion 360 that you need to understand. So it is fully constrained. So what's the meaning of the fully constrained sketch? So it means whenever you draw any items, so if its size and the position of that is completely defined for a software, we call that sketch or that drawing is fully constrained. So let's to actually have one example and see what's the meaning of that. Let to comes to the YX and here you see the create. I'm actually select this line. I want to draw a line. So I actually push one point on the origin and the other one on the x-axis. You could actually type the length. Let's to say 50 and we click that. So as you could see here, I draw the line, so its color is a black, and also you see this small icon here, which is a locked icon. So that means my drawing is fully constrained, and the software exactly know what I draw here. So there is actually, as I said, if your drawing is fully constrained, it means the color should be black and also you should see this lock icon here. So let's to draw another line which is not fully constrained. I actually click on here origin, another line, and to say 95 is length and say enter. So see these lines. So as you could see, the color is a blue, which somehow it tells us it's not fully constrained, and also see these lock symbol here change to the pencil, which is another sign that says this is not fully constrained. So in Fusion 360, so the origin usually is defined whenever you put any dot there or start in that point, software exactly know where is it. And also any point that you click on the axis here for Y and X. So the software actually know that point. So for this line, I click on the origin, which software know where is it, and also I choose one point on the x-axis, which again software know where is it. So that's why this is fully constrained. But this now is not fully constrained because the software know the origin, but it doesn't know where is this point. So as you could see, I could that move around. Whenever you could actually move around a item or drawing, it means it's not full constraint. If it's that full constraint, it's actually locked down and really you couldn't do any movement. So let's to have another line. I'm actually click here in the origin and the other side should be on the y-axis and I give 70. So I click that. As you could see, it is black, which means it is fully constrained. And also, uh, yeah, this because we have this line, which is not constraint, that is still this pencil. If I delete this, if you just click on that, right click, and it should give you option of the delete. Now I delete it and see my sketch. It's actually the lock back here because I have two line which is both is fully constrained. So that's actually what you should be careful whenever you use that. So whenever you draw the line, you see here you have a sketch palette. So the first item is a two option. One, it says the line type. Line type could be the construction and also could be center line. If it's that construction means this is not a part of your drawing. This is just help these construction line just help you to make your drawing. If you actually put on the center line, it means it's really part of the drawing. So here, let's to change them to the construction. So I click on them, just click this. Now see it is dash. So it means this is actually is the construction line. I'm doing the same for this. Click the line and click on the construction. It changed to the dash. So means actually these two is not really part of the drawing, but it is just a construction line that we uh, make our design. So as you see, the both of them now is fully constrained. It means the size and also the position is completely defined for a software. Let's go back to create and start to create few other drawing. Let's do the rectangle. Okay, so I'm going to say center rectangle. So let's do probably I need to move that a little down. You just push the wheels and somehow hold the wheels in your mouse and drag that down and move your mouse to the down so then you could actually move these scratch that you have. So let's do that. Create rectangle, center rectangle. I actually put the center here. Then it asks for a height and width. Let's just say 40 for one. Then actually push the tab. 40 for a height. Then actually push the enter. So you tell me, this is a fully constraint or not? The answer is yes. Why? Because the color of the rectangle is black, and also the sketch. See, it is you see the locked here. It means it is fully constrained. Let's to actually redo that this time. Go again to the rectangle, the center rectangle, and draw this time here. Same thing, just change the center. Let's do say 20 and the tab another 20. So then we push the enter. So as you could see here, this is a blue, so which means it's not constrained, fully constrained, and here you see the pencil. Why? The reason is here the center, this point is already defined by this line, and the software exactly know where is the center. But here this point is not well defined to the software, and software exactly know where is this point. So even if I, yeah, see, if I move that, you could easily could move that. It means it's not lock. It's not lock means it's not the constraint. That means it is not fully clear. The size is clear. These actually the height and width, but definitely the position is not clear for a software, and you need to fix that. So let's do undo, have few more example. Let's do the circle. Let's start with the center circle. Let's do put the center here and diameter let be 40. So I push the enter. It is a black, fully constrained because the position is clear and also the diameter is clear, and the software knows where is this point because of this line that you already have. So now let's redo that and somehow draw that somewhere else. I push here, the center be here. Let's do say 40, tab another 40. No, we don't need 240 technically, just one for diameter and enter. So as you can see here, it is blue. It tells us is not fully defined, and the reason is because the software don't know where is exactly this point is. So let's to actually do another example. The create, let's to do the arc 3-point arc. So let's to say arc pass from this point, and also this point. So as you see, it's turned to the blue. This turns to the pencil. It tells us is not fully constrained. The reason is the software know these point, but it's not knowing these points. There is no line here. Somehow you need to define that. Let's do a one full constraint arc. Let I just go undo This time I bring the line from here to here. Let's say, I don't know, maybe 90, the length of the line, and say enter. So the line is fully constrained because it is black. This is locked. Let to make that line type the construction means this is not part of my design. This just helped me to draw my design. So now let's do the same thing. Comes create and say arc with 3 point. So this point, and this point. As you could see right now, it is a black. It's fully constrained because software know where is this point, where is this point, and where is this point. You see this lock there, which is a good sign. It says this design is fully constrained. So that actually is the other example here we could actually have. Let's to go back and see if we could have any other examples. So you could actually, I don't want to make these videos so long. It's the same concept. You could have the polygon, ellipse, slot, and all other drawing that you see. You just need to make sure your drawing is fully constrained. So we will actually, in this video, I'm not going to talk about, let's see what's happening here. Okay. So as you could see here in this section, you see we have some icon, which is the constraints. So these are very useful items that you have here that you could use to make your design fully constrained. So in this video, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to record another video which just explain how you could use these tools, these constraints tools to make your design fully constrained. So in this video, I just want to focus you understand what's the meaning of the fully constrained. So let to actually let I show you two other useful items that you have here. The mirror is one of the useful items that you see here. So let to create a circle. So I'm going to create the circle here. I put the origin and say 70 will be the diameter, enter. So as you could see, fully constrained, then origin is clear, diameter is clear. Now let to mirror that. If I go to the create and say mirror, so you see these windows here. First you need to select your object. I click on the object, once selected, then mirror line. So I wanted to select mirror line. This is my mirror line. I click that. You see it's mirror this circle to these line that you put, which is very useful features, especially whenever you want to design or have more complex design. So let to undo that and show one other features here. So let again have the small circle here. Let to say 50 diameter, enter. So it is fully constrained. You see these lock here. Now let to actually see what's the how these circular pattern actually item works. I click on circular pattern again. It says object, select object. I select object, and it says select the center point. I actually select the center point. So then it says distribution, full distribution, yes. And what's the quantity? So I'm going to change the quantity here. So let's see. I think I did something wrong. Let I just go back and redo that. So comes here to the circle center distance. So have a small circle. Let's say 40, enter. So that's actually full constraint. So now let to actually comes to circular pattern. It says select object. I select the object. It says select the center point. Yeah, I actually choose the center point here. So now it's actually going to somehow distribute that to this quantity that you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and let's see 7. So as you could see, it's actually make the circular pattern. You have the suppression here, very useful features. If you click on here, you could actually get rid of some of them. So see, I get rid of this, I get rid of, I don't know, this one, and you could keep this, okay? So that actually is the other useful feature that you could use. So if I summarize what we learned in this video, we learned how you could have a sketch in two-dimensional in Fusion 360. So your actually drawing should be fully constrained, which means its size and the position should be completely defined to the software. So what is the sign of the fully constrained sketch? You see usually the locked sample here on the left, and also the color of your drawing should be black. So it tells your design is fully constrained. If the color is blue, or here you see the pencil mark, so it means your design is not fully constrained, and software really doesn't understand what exactly you mean and what you want to design. So in the next video, I'm going to talk about these tools, the constraint tools that you see here, which is these are the useful items there that help you to use them and make your sketch fully constrained. I hope you find this video useful. Thank you for watching this video.